Welcome to the South Ops Fire Weather Webcast for Monday, August 18th. I'm your host, Kristen Stewart. A troughing pattern across the West Coast continues to bring a moderately deep marine layer to coastal California this morning. Low clouds are not as expansive as they were several days ago, but they are still covering much of the coastal plains south of Santa Barbara. Clearing will once again be fairly quick this morning, and abundant sunshine will be expected for the region. The main weather story for this week will be the weakening of the troughing pattern over the West Coast and a return to persistent high pressure, bringing back hot temperatures and lowering humidity. High pressure is expected to rebuild over the Plains states today, then strengthen and shift over the Four Corners by the middle of the week, while also expanding into California. This will lead to a gradual warming trend over the region, along with a reduction in the marine layer depth. This Four Corners high will likely stay in place through next weekend, with little overall change in strength or position. Not only will this pattern bring increasing heat, but it is also the most favorable pattern for bringing monsoon thunderstorm activity to the region. More on the monsoon potential in a little bit. As troughing begins to weaken today, temperatures are expected to warm around 2 to 5 degrees across the board. Highs are expected to hover around seasonal normals today, with valleys likely ranging in the upper 80s to low 90s. The marine layer will continue to keep coastal areas more comfortable in the 70s to low 80s. Minimum humidity will remain slightly elevated in the 15 to 30% range above and inland from the marine layer today, except for upper single digits and teens in the deserts and higher SoCal peaks. Temperatures will continue to steadily warm through Friday across the region, with the strongest warming expected Wednesday and Thursday. Highs will soar to at least 10 to 15 degrees above seasonal normal, with valleys peaking around 100 to 105, the high desert 105 to 110, the lower mountains in the 90s, and the inland coastal plains at least 80 to 90. The marine layer will become much shallower to non-existent, leading to the increased heat expanding towards the coastline. Slight cooling is expected this weekend as the high pressure weakens a little, but temperatures will remain much above normal. As high pressure builds in, daytime humidity will lower into the 10 to 20% range away from the coastline Wednesday through next weekend. By the middle of the week, there will also be more widespread areas of poor to fair overnight recoveries across the higher terrain. The marine layer will become much shallower, allowing for lower humidity to expand farther across the coastal plains, and night through morning low clouds will become isolated to the coastline. Increasing monsoon moisture may keep humidity elevated across the deserts by late this week. The strongly building heat leading to well above normal temperatures will contribute to the development of deep mixing heights to over 15,000 feet. Combined with low daytime humidity and critically dry fuels, all these factors will lead to a dangerous fire environment late this week. Fire weather watches have been posted by the National Weather Service covering the higher risk areas of the Southern California mountains and nearby foothills lasting from Wednesday through Saturday. Like I mentioned earlier, the positioning of the high pressure centered over the Four Corners is the most favorable for increasing monsoon moisture and associated chances of thunderstorm activity across Southern California. The threat will likely begin on Thursday, as mid and high level moisture begins to spread across the southern two-thirds of the state. As this occurs, isolated showers and thunderstorms are likely across the mountains and deserts on Thursday. With the moisture starting to come in, thunderstorm activity may be on the drier side, and dry lightning strikes will be a threat. More widespread thunderstorm activity is likely Friday through the weekend, potentially becoming wetter with the increased moisture flux. Despite the increased amount of moisture associated with these storms, fast storm motion may lead to an increased risk in dry lightning strikes. The large fire threat will continue to remain well below normal for this time of year for the next couple days due to recent cooler than normal temperatures and increased humidity. As significant heat builds into the region for the latter half of this week, the large fire threat will increase substantially. The intense surface heating will bring very deep mixing heights to over 15,000 feet late this week. This strong level of instability will create a fire environment capable of producing explosive fire behavior through significant vertical plume growth. Warm overnight temperatures in more widespread areas of fair to poor humidity recoveries will lead to long burn windows and active fire behavior well into the night. Despite mostly light winds, any enhanced breeziness across the higher terrain and deserts will exacerbate the spread of any plume-dominated fires. As a result of this dangerous fire environment expected late this week due to the building heat, burn environment high risks have been added to the forecast for the Southern California mountains for Thursday through Saturday. With regards to monsoon thunderstorm activity, abundant lightning will likely cause new starts Thursday through next weekend, but most lightning-caused starts will grow slowly since thunderstorms will be mostly wet. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. Our next webcast will be on Tuesday, August 19th. Have a fantastic day.